Morning all. Today we are in the second day of our 1 week FDP on AI tools for effective implementation of outcome-based education. And today we are honored to have with us Dr. Amartya Bhide from NIT Puducherry. Sir is basically task force member for NEP 2020 and he has many contributions to his credit. Uh, like he has two postdoctoral fellowships from German Research Foundation and BASF Chemical Company. On the administrative front, he has held key responsibilities such as Dean Student Welfare, NSS Program Coordinator, Coordinator for NEP, and for his dedication, mentorships and memberships includes Society for Advancement of Electrochemical Science and Technology, Indian Society of Solid States Iconics, India Science Congress Association and Electrochemical Society USA. Today sir will be guiding us on the uh, mentoring part. As we all know that outcome based education requires the stakeholders interactions and the development of all the stakeholders, amongst which students is the biggest stakeholders, because for students only we all are here, and mentoring plays a very major role in the students uh, holistic development. And for this mentoring, what are the various AI tools which can be used in this topic sir will be discussing with us. So we welcome you sir in our campus. I request Professor Rohini Pochi madam to welcome our uh, expert for today's session with a sapling. नहीं सर कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं. Now I request Dr. Amar Pide sir to please take over the session. PPT
1.5 hour time. Okay, fine. Okay. So my topic for this workshop will be mentoring for adaptive learning platforms. So here I will be including both some platforms available for both mentoring as well as e-learning. So next. Yeah, namaste. Let me start the content with a disclaimer. Yeah, the presentation borrows number of images from the internet and some from social media. Yeah, that's fine. And this is whatever the images are to use this for purely on academic use with the fair use policy. References also are not put whenever I take images from the website or any other resources, so that the slides will become TD. So the outline of the talk or this content of this workshop will be introduction of OBE, just a definition, because next 1 week I have to give scope for other speakers who will be keep on telling about OBE, and then alignment of OBE with NEP 2020, because OBE was there since long, NEP just started, right? So then the third topic will be mentoring and role of mentors with OBE. A for adaptive mentoring, A for adaptive learning platforms, and finally conclusion. Let us see what is meant by outcome based education. It's like focuses on articulated understanding of what student expected to learn in and what they achieve at the end of the 4 years or 3 years. It's also known for performance based education as it attempts to quantify educational efficacy. So it's what you studied, you validate and he'll outcome and correlate what happens the transformation over once he entered, when he leave, not just because of the grades point, only the grade point of view, how he is fitting for industry or at least for the society. So here this is its circle, OB, act, plan, do, check, and it is continuously evolving. It's not that OB implementation starts and it ever ending process. So learning outcomes are criteria to establish the revised curriculum, modify the instructional material, teaching learning methodology and evaluation. All the 4 pillars will be keep on revising itinerary several times happening until we reach the required goal. Let us see what is the highlight of NEP. That is, the aim of education is not to just acquisition of knowledge. However, it is for complete realization and liberation of the self. That was our forefathers told. So, jnanena moksham. So, we had a jnan, then we go for moksha. But when we compare to as long as we are staying here in this eternal world, we should be a part of social, emotional and ethical capability. So, we have to be a part of the society, we should involve, and we should have emotional. That doesn't mean that emotional in the sense feeling pity, rather we have to empathetic, and then ethical at the same time we have to be follow the ethics. So teacher must be at the center, and the fundamental reform imparts not only transfer of knowledge, re-establish teacher, because we teach something to our students, those students will teach to the next generation and goes. So not only transfer of knowledge one generation over several generations, that is meant by re-establishment of teachers, and at all levels shape and next generation of citizens. So here, just to realize, OB in the pursuit of knowledge, that is jnana, wisdom and truth. All the 3 pillars of philosophy will be aligned with the OB. So 6 M's that align NEP 200 and OB are the following. So you have, as you must be knowing this, multi-exit, multi-entry, multi-node, multi-institute or multi-department, multidisciplinary, multilingual. So this is keep on evolving, keep on reiterating, because student he gets admission, he realizes that okay, I got join in his ECE, I want to do something in programming, or he want to do something in arts. Same way, at the end, why he wants arts, why he wants something else, so that he will realize what he want to be a part of the society at the end. That's what OB also look forward. He college student enters and he goes out not only with the degree and marks, also a value addition to the society. Holistic and multidisciplinary education. So here, as OB says, as well as NEP says, community engagement, that is, you will be part of the society. Community engage itself will give a lot of ideas for innovation. And then service, environmental education, that's what we are saying, we have to be part of the society, we have to be part of the nation. Then value based education. So then you have revised curriculum. Again, as a society evolves, we should have revised curriculum, pedagogy, Gen Z, alpha, beta, gamma is keep on evolving. So every time we should have a new pedagogy, continuous assessment, student support for quality learning. And again, NEP says choice-based credit system and multi-exit, multi-entry. As he likes, okay, he enters into the college and he may have multiple options as the society requires. He goes serve the society, comes back, continues education, and you have lifelong learning. Nobody stops, maybe at the 2-year, 3-year, 4-year. As long as there is a thirst for the knowledge, all the platforms are open for accumulating the knowledge. Key aspects of OBE in the context of NET 200, we can summarize like this. Focus on learning outcomes, that is ensuring that students achieve specific skills and knowledge. So I will share this PPT with the sir, so you can always make use of it. So you focus on. So student-centric approach. So as NEP and OBE, both the places, the teacher is the centric. So again we have student here, we have student-centric approach, that whatever we want, we should provide to the student. In that direction, the NEP and OBE works out. Holistic development, where you have cognitive skills which will include social, emotional and physical capabilities. Same thing I mentioned in the basic aspects of NEP as well. Pedagogy. Pedagogy goes with experience learning, where you do society or we do field visit or internships and things like that. Field based learning, flipped classrooms, discussion based learning, art integrated learning and so forth. And skills and employability. So again OB says whenever the student comes, he should be employable or he should be an asset for the society, not just a degree holder or just having some grades. So you have skills and employability is must whenever a student graduates out. And focus on 21st century skills. Gen Z, no more textbook goers, nobody library goers, everybody want on e-platforms or some other tools that we are going to discuss, but they need problem solving. Not the same question which was there on question bank will be asked again and again, but the same question will be asked in a different approach, that is something called problem solving, communication, innovation and so forth. That list goes as to cater the students of 21st century. So let us have a brief outline. NEP 200, you have certain quality education, lifelong learning, I have already told. Then you have infrastructure, higher education, teacher training, capacity building. We don't get into that. But sustainable development, those who are working on NARF or something or whichever, even if you write a project proposal to any funding agency, they are looking for a component, what is SDG, that is Sustainable Development Goal. So in that we have improved access, okay, library to the e-learning and so forth, isn't it? Same way inclusive, it for everyone irrespective of caste, cadre, gender, whatever, or rich or poor, you don't have all economic scales, it have to be inclusive. Then attaining minimum education skills. So at the end, everybody should have minimum knowledge of his own domain, so that he will be part of the society later. Otherwise, he will be isolated. So here again, I will focus on the middle one, where learning module I already discussed, and assessment, that also we are not going to discuss. If we are dealing with NEP, we will go for that. But learning methodology, that is classroom, field-based, self-study, flipped classroom, community engagement, internships and online platform as on date, that is government approved MOOCs, NPTEL, SWAYAM and so forth. I am focusing on this because after MOOC, NPTEL, what next? That is the AI generated knowledge resources and so forth. So students, if you gather so much, NEP is there, OB is there, everybody says student is a center, and so many options for learning. As I told, learning methodology is different, wide, versatile, but how do you, it's for students, it is too much to handle. If you ask or take a survey of NEP or in your institute or anywhere else, people are confused. So should I take this minor in this, major on this, I want to do in art, I want to continue where I stopped my Bharatanatyam or Kathak or so forth. Everybody stopped it when they reach 10th grade, right? So we have to again evolve, and you should have life work balance. That component is required. So who saves them, or they are teen age or 18, because NEP focuses on up to 4 years of graduation. So are all confused, they are all sailing in the same boat, they cannot get help from the peers, so they need mentors. So mentors are the guide you further. So the students, the faculty, we will help them out in mentoring them. Now, when NEP was addressed or NEP was discussed across the country, faculties thought that it will be going to be an extra workload for every faculty. It's not actually. The student had different ways to choice. Same classroom, we are going to teach the same, but we'll be having a set of students coming from another discipline or another department. But the extra which was there, that is the mentoring. So mentoring is not the skill that normally any college they will have 15 students faculty A, another 15 student faculty B, another 15 student faculty C, and so forth. But there is no interest. There should be interest in the faculty that I want to mentor them. Otherwise, it's just a name of students and with me, so I want to follow it up. It never works because its mentoring is inheritance. What we did unknowingly, what we had during our school days, we had a teacher, maths teacher, or English teacher, or somebody teacher. Unknowingly, there is a what we call a chemistry, or there is a organic relation that we had. That okay, whatever happens, the teacher is there. Even our college days, when we used to go to our faculty, we speak up openly and tell that this is what I want to do. I want to go for this, whether it is any achievement in our career, won a prize for a race or won a prize in a essay writing, we have to share with a particular faculty, isn't it? So there was a unknowingly happened a what you call back screen, a relation that we had mentoring and getting mentored. But now it is a time that no, neither the student goes to the faculty nor the students speak to their parents, neither they have siblings, one kid, two kids, where they go, isn't it? So at least when they are spending 4 years of time with us, so we have to give enough time for them, and the mentoring comes inherited or somebody has to cultivate over a period of time. That there are some AI tools we will provide so that we can utilize for our mentoring ship, so that it will reduce our burden, so-called burden, saying that we have to mentor this many students. Okay. Okay, mentors as educational leaders. So you have again there are several linked things. Such strategic response. Whenever student comes, each student is different, but it's a part of your institute. So you should have a strategic response for them. Quality improvement, collaborative learning, retain cultural essence, so strengthen teaching learning, and sustain support. So all these components will be the part of the institute, the so-called educational leaders. And we are here, or our role as a faculty is because of the students, because they are the basic key point, or they are the stakeholders. Challenges. So here mentoring, you have mentor and mentee, and there must be a moderator. Everybody will say mentor, mentee, over. That should be a moderator. For example, challenges faced, there are several. Relevance and context. When you are mentoring, what is the relevance of mentoring? What is the context? Delay and lags in arriving at solutions, because students will give, we are not, because generation gap will be there, we are not aware of that particular situation. We can empathetic, but we cannot be judgmental at the same time. Therefore, there will be delays and lags in arriving solutions and busy schedules. We all having busy schedules in our own institute. We have to do teaching, administrative work, then research, and whatnot, isn't it? So you have how to achieve this. There should be a roll-on mechanism of mentor, mentee, and moderators. So the moderator really has to overlook what is happening at mentor mentee. Whether there is a match, if not match, you change the mentor or something like that. I am not getting into that much, but we'll define who are mentees, mentors, and who are the moderators. Sharing, peer learning sessions will be there. Group of professionals navigated through specific challenges or developed expertise in certain domains. Sometimes you are not expertise to handle. It is same like a doctor. You will get, but the doctor is not an expert for a particular disease or uneasiness, right? So we take it a teamwork. Same way you have to share and we try to get good mentoring. Connectivity, one-on-one mentoring is personalized, knowledge sharing is interaction. So you should have again it's a one-to-one mentoring, solving case-based discussion sessions to solve specific issues based by the degree learn. Flash mentoring, one-time meeting that provide knowledge or skills when participants need them. So, for example, a student come, I have a what you call something hackathon. I want to apply for a scholarship. Somewhere they are stuck. So again, we do the flash mentoring immediately. This is what happens most of the institutes, HD or somebody else. Apart from that, any faculty they admire or appreciate, they'll come to us and we solve it. So this is flash mentoring is often happening without knowing. So essential steps of mentoring, supporting and encouragement, non-directive and positive. So it should be non-directive, at the same time it should be positive. So it is not judgmental, you do this. How if we do this way, that is our solution. Not you do this way, this way, this way, it is not going to be happening. Rather we will say if you do this, what you will get. We will try for that or we will see his response and we will try to execute it. Managing and learning of mentees, taking responsibility of learning journey of the mentee. Development, maximizing the potential, developing the skills, improve performance of the mentee, attaining the aspiration. The mentee establishes their own goals with the help from the mentor. Process involved in mentoring, preparedness, assessment of professional development and gathering resources, mentor an individual to large group of mentees. So that is what we do, preparedness. It's not that immediately we do the mentoring. Capacity building, empowering with the skills relevant to the field, essential mentoring skills and techniques. So we will develop these. Strengthening the interaction sessions and capacity building. Reiterations, as I told, you have to keep on again and again, because the same model I use for student A won't be useful for the student B or C and D. It has to be evolved and sustainable. But there will be a common approach or common mode we do it, it should be same, because we are not redoing it. If we do planningly, meticulously, this mentoring is not extra burden for any teacher who took the profession as a passion. So often this is what we tell about the mentor definition, OB and NEP. Now slowly move on to the current era. AI, artificial intelligence, is its infancy. So we can say infant. We knew this, but not like over 1 year or 2 years very much on AI, right? But unknowingly we had sort of AI like what you call auto-filling and things like that used to happen, small learning models. But few different areas in which AI is thriving in the industry are the following. So if you look into the entire AI, I am not expert in AI, but trying to understand and learning how it is as a physicist. So coaching can be done. These are the three areas where AI is strong. Where coaching, AI software helps in specific feedback, create coaching. It responds to a specific questions, which means more specific and relevant feedback and information using software. So this is very much useful. Even a common shopkeeper also using it to get this feedback, or hotel management, or people are doing this, or even Amazon used to have this sort of grading or marking, all this. Second one we can do effectively using AI is psychometric testing. So what is the psychometric testing? It is say online comes, we cannot do mentoring using AI. Supporting faculty, teachers should have access to the AI powered tools to prepare course content for more effective delivery, set question papers and carry out grading. So this can be added. There are certain models, but not specific for a particular class or particular paper. We have to develop that using AI tools, because it was there already, psychometric testing. So that component we have to further reiterate for supporting for our development, so that we can do this task very easily. Pop-up is there, Copilot for teachers and AI assisted tool for student project evaluation, grading assignments, building peer-to-peer learning networks and feedback. So all these we can always use it for academic management. So we don't spend a lot of time on evaluating each, or we can shuffle among the students, they evaluate and give it to us, then we can have an overlook and then give the final grades. Career counseling, again this component needs to be added there. Again I'll go back and come back. So you had matching and coaching, both were there, so we should get this career counseling. So you should bring that component, which will strengthen for career counseling, that you should see the predict job market trends and recommend the course for to this bridge the gap. We can do it, but we are not versatile in all the fields. So you maybe physics, your student may be computer science or some other model. We may not be able to give their current day training. So here, if you have this tool, that can be done in a better way. Again, doing AI-driven SWOT analysis. So strength, weakness, opportunities, and threats we can also evaluate using a AI sheet. Linking industry and academia. So that's this component also be needed, strengthened along with the AI tools. Then we can do it a better mentoring, that to match the gap between industry research needs and capabilities. Similarly, formulate student projects based on the current needs of the industry to match expertise across HEIs and startup ecosystem and company. So these components we have to do it as a person to person, but we cannot run in this speed like linking industry, academia, career counseling, academic management, supporting all these we cannot do it. But there are tools available which are available. We have to strengthen these to achieve these 5. Then our mentoring will be better. There are few good AI tools which can be used for mentoring. Jasper, AI tool for writing, provide tailored specific department or staff member providing tips to improve their skills and effective outcome of the student. Jasper takes few of their ideas and putting them into coherent learning materials for the mentee. So Jasper can be used. Mobile, it's a video making tool that can help mentors, coaches and create engaging learning materials. So demonstration, animations or things like that you can make this one. And you have managed better. It creates personal reviews of the team members based on peer feedback, strengths and weakness. So again, as I told, based on these parameters, these are the best ones, like Jasper, Mobile have managed better, and 2 more I list them. ChatGPT, everybody knows this, currently the most talked in AI tool. So this is how people introduced into the ChatGPT rather than saying AI tool. It is a conversational AI tool that can answer user questions in seconds, but we have to train that. As per the student, as we come across various variety of students, variety of backgrounds, we should train them. Then only that ChatGPT works well for the student. Otherwise, I want to do engineering means it is confused. ChatGPT, right? So it won't tell you which engineering, what, it will be keep on asking. It is immensely powerful, but it's a tool that requires a lot of human input if you are going to get the best results. So that training has to be there, needed, and whatever the Western or Chinese made may not be suitable for us. We should evolve our own Indian society or Indian our heritage and culture. Then one more tool is there, Adaptive Academy. It's a powered mentor that can answer career related questions and provide advice to the users. It provides advice on specific courses, skills that need to be worked on, and even career paths. So all these 5 components which are discussed one or the other way, all the 3, 4 or 5, to do some justice to some extent, because we are yet to train them, yet to people start utilizing it. So at the end, that should be evaluation of the AI models that we have to do as a faculty instead of mentoring. Okay, the student is getting mentorship from the AI tools. At the end, who is the moderator? We will take, instead of mentor, we become moderator, what I told in the beginning. So there will be execution is the mentoring program, cover all requirements of the stakeholder that we have to look into. Satisfaction, how satisfies both mentor and mentee. That's a AI tool, leave it. But as a mentee, whether he or she is satisfied, impact, how successful for mentees. At the end of the day, when you take AI tools for mentorship, how successful he or she is. These things we have to do. We will switch over from mentor to moderator. And how do you standardize them? Using these mentoring skills, people, roles, actions and capabilities, process, working methodologies and compliances, platforms, infrastructure for offline or online interaction. So we have to provide these. Again, as an institute, we used to be mentor, somebody used to be a moderator. Now, as take a role of moderator, we should provide this platform. We have to see that compliances, roles, actions are happening properly or not. Then only we can evaluate that particular AI model that is suitable. Whoever is going to build as an internship or something, they have to do these 3 checkings. Otherwise, that AI model won't be suitable for mentoring. Now, AI for mentoring, we'll see the advantages and disadvantages. Cost effective, of course, 24/7 availability. Whenever you want, you type midnight, 2 o'clock, you want to see a movie, which movie you have to see, or whatever you want, you put it. You want to order some restaurants nearby, you order. So 24/7 availability, precise matching, what you want, exactly it will provide. Database insights, so you know what is your culture, what time you get up, all these it will be there. Then it will record, because as a mentee you will tell how things go with your mobile, what time you wake up, what is your screen time, how much you read content, what type of content you read, everything is there. Non-judgmental, AI tool is a machine, so there is no scope that it will tell you do this, no prescription. It will only suggest you, it's your way whether to eat or not, it will provide the food. Instant, immediate. Disadvantages, lack of human touch. We are all human beings. Already we are enough burdened with the machines. At least we'll get a lack of human touch. Otherwise, AI tool have a lack of human touch. Breach the data of privacy. This only everybody is worried, right? So even the tool is strong, there is a possibility of privacy. Privacy is not there. When I told long back, as a mentor, students will come to you only you have a trust. So we respect them, we trust them, then only they come to us. Same way, that should not be having data privacy, biased approach. Sometimes this AI will give you biased approach based on your career. This is what you have to do, or it will suggest. Accessibility and equity, again that component won't be there. Everybody, because as of now, India, every corner may not be strong with the internet or features, then accessibility won't be that good. Ignored checkpoints. It will suggest based on how the machine is trained, same way it will give the input. So it will miss some of the checkpoints, and the model needs training. Otherwise, it won't be a good mentoring tool. Now we'll come over to modes of learning. So far what I discussed is mentoring, the qualities and the process, and what are the AI tools requires, and which are the basic tools which are readily available, and evaluation of those tools. Now let us come to mode of learning for this NEP and OBE. Field based, I have already told in the beginning, field based community engagement. You take to the student to the field, maybe a farmer. As NEP, first year will be having some of the institutes are having project in the first year, or internship. Which industry will give you an internship, tell me? Anywhere they'll give? No. They are very just entered 6 months, they just finished. But that is not the people are not taken it a right, they did not understood in the right way. That internship is not that what you do it in the coding or do it something on lathe or write some program or something. It's field work. You become a part of the society. Maybe you have a look how your mother washed the utensils, what is the process of cooking takes place, something you learn closely. Or you go to a GH, government hospital, and see that how the queue comes, how they live, whom they interact, what they exactly need when a person, single person or two person enter to the hospital. You try to understand over a week or a month, you make a report. That is internship. Or go to a farmer, how he flows and what he does, try to understand, because nowadays you can see whether it is real or memes. Students don't know from where the milk comes in the morning or something else, isn't it? So unless you become a part of society, a part of the field, you cannot get the innovative ideas, nothing. It will be somebody did it, YouTube won't give you everything. So you have to be a part of the field. Flip the classroom, we don't do the spoon feeding. So you provide something, next day you have interaction, that is called a flipped classroom. So we interact, we develop communication skills, so they will tell something, so again they will give a word, that word may not be suitable for that context, give synonym of that word, so that student learn it. Self-study, student will assimilate the knowledge themselves, of course, but here self-study, you have to, somebody has to monitor it. Otherwise, people come knowledge of all the social media and WhatsApp University. That is, we don't call it as self-study. Self-study is where you read a book, e-book or something and come forward. Internship and research. If you do this field-based thing properly, internship and research, quality will automatically come with you. And online learning and AI models. Again, these are the modes of learning which are relevant for this era, that is technologically based and virtual, SWAYAM, NPTEL, MOOC courses and so forth. So, but we have to guide them. If you ask, go back to your class and ask how many of you know MOOC, how many of you know NPTEL, 50%, I don't know here, but in our own area where I come from, Karaikal, it's a tier 3 city of Tamil Nadu, they don't know, many of them. We have to, though there are advertisements coming up, we don't see the advertisement, we just pass over something like that. But the relevance still students don't know. When they go for vacation, 2 months, you tell them go and do some course on SWAYAM or NPTEL or something which they want, which cannot be offered here, or which they can develop some interest. Key components of AI that change mode of education. So what are these personalized learning paths? So AI will give you personalized learning paths. It will give you predictive analytics for early intervention. So if you are using a particular chatbot or something very frequently, it will give you predictive analytics. If you do this, you may end up with doing this course. You have a skills of drawing, you have a skills of video editing and so forth. It will predict you where you can end up. Automated administrative task. Again, the administration task, but the student needs to have attend a submission of a assignment, attending a test, taking a quiz. All this again a part of learning process AI will take care. Enhancing accessibility. So again, AI will give the accessibility, whether you are at home, you are at a college or under travel, you can always get this. And intelligent tutoring. So you have where you are weak, again it will give you strengthened assignment, strengthened study material, so that it will be useful for you. Normally we will teach and we will give a particular piece of resource that you read it as a supportive, but it won't be supportive for every student. It may be a group of students, but when it goes to AI, okay, they will make a test and find out where is your study, where you are standing. Accordingly, it will give you a set of study material. You are doing little excellent, it will give you a set of study material. You are doing further better, one more set. So that can be done with the proper tutoring system. Normally we hold tutorials, right? In after classes 3+1, we have a lecture, one will be tutorial, electrical engineering, mechanical engineering, mathematics. We give tutorials, but the tutorial is again, we list out few questions and try to help them here and there, but it won't be useful, right? But this will give you intelligent tutoring will give you as per your strength, as per your knowledge, it will give you. At the end of the day, it is, as OB says, you are not making just pass with the grade or something. It should be useful. So if I don't know write to ABCD sentence, you have to learn that. If you are better, okay, you write a prose, you write a poem. So that categorize the level you give input, accordingly it will supply the study material. So then, natural language processing, again key component of AI, that change mode of education. So again, earlier, nowadays, when you go to a new city or something, you don't know new script, nothing, especially south, when you go Malayalam, Kannada, Andhra, you see different scripts. Okay, now take a snapshot. Tamil Nadu I face, when you go, all governments, they have display all the shops names in Tamil. So you don't know. Now you take Google Lens and see what is the name of the shop, or you don't know how to talk in that particular language. When he talks, we have our own component, we will understand what he says, right? So it is a way of learning, right? Unknowingly we are doing it. Virtual reality and augmented reality. This is a scope. If you are writing any project or something, people can take this particular theme, virtual reality and augmented reality. Gamification of learning. So that gamification was there when we were very small, in 4th standard, 5th standard, learning mathematics or doing dance for showing different mathematics functions, right? Sine, straight line, or tangent. You would have seen in Instagram reels or something, right? So that was gamification was there. Why not do some gamification either online mode or something? Again, it can be that AI does it. So you have gamification of learning, real-time data analytics. So that again it does, and enhanced professional development. What mentor is doing, again this AI for education also will do it. That is do, assess, plan, learn, and the cycle continues. What OB says, again AI can do it. But we have to train these models. At this moment, I don't think so the available model will suitable for our students, because our students has to be, as a student, like that should be quality for students. If I go to their Instagram page, LinkedIn or Facebook, the AI tool will be confused what to provide him, what knowledge, what is his life, what he is going to follow, everything he put tick, follow, anything. That AI tool will be little confused, right? What to provide him. I think that's my perception, maybe you agree or not. But as a student, when he comes individual, we see you are good in writing, you are good in sketching, or you can communicate well. But if you follow these all data analytics are happening based on your nowadays employers or the campus interviewers, they also follow up your background. What is your likes on Insta, what you do in Facebook and so forth. So they get some, they are using AI tools, so that what type of personality you are, you will be a problem for me later after recruiting, or you will be safe with me. So they do this. So the same at this moment, if you want to teaching learning process, you want to AI tool, the AI tool is miserably will fail because it will be totally confused what to teach him, isn't it? So we have this models, and then factors to consider while going for adaptive learning platform. So there are say AI learning or e-learning is an adaptive platform. User-friendly interface. Everybody says UI, whether it is app based or any website. You see whether it is useful, whether it is friendly for us. User-friendly interface or user-friendly experience. Adaptability and customization. Content relevancy and diversity. Otherwise, you start learning C program, you will end up with some other program. So that we should check this content relevancy and diversity. Scalability and technical support. So that particular AI model want to teach for something content, can that AI model can be expanded for more number of students who want to take that course. So that meets scalability and technical support. Whether do we have that? As a faculty, when we give a AI tool for the student, we should see that it's only for individual or it can be used for many students to learn. Data analytics and it's already there, and integration. So classroom and AI, whatever, can we do with the hybrid mode, like what we do workshops and conferences hybrid mode. Same way we have to see that integration can be done. You teach something in the class, another component that you want to be discussed tomorrow's class, or you could not cover it in the class because we have 40 credits, 3-4 credits, 40 hours, you have to fix everything. But then you can give a suitable AI tool for the students so that they will make use of it. So that integration is there or not, because you teach something and that AI tool teach something, you will end up with mess. So that integration we have to look, if do you have that integration. If you have that integration, we can take that particular AI. Few adaptive learning platforms are here. So what fix? It adapts user proficiency levels, allowing beginners to access fundamental guidance while offering more advanced assistance for experienced learning. So again, it will give you personalized approach. We cannot scale it up for huge number of students in the classroom or something, but it will thus reduces frustration, accelerates of learning curve, and improves the proficiency and productivity. That way one can go for the AI tool what fix. Adapt. The corporate incorporates AI tool to personalize learning experiences and track progress from both digital and in-person training initiatives. So it is like what was feeling was integration. That integration component is there, adapt. So each tool is not the ultimate. Something is there in a particular tool, another app will have, another tool has another option. So it again, adapt provides a library that can be customizable, ready-made training courses. So the students can, you can always evolve, like I told earlier. So you are learning curve, this is the assignment, this is the further reading. You are little bit higher in learning, this is the set of books, this is the assignment for you. So it is like individual setting, that type of option adapt will give you. Yeah, 360 learning is again a tool. It's again adaptive learning platform that focuses on collaborative learning. So that we need always the collaboration. So it is not, we do group study, right? The same way UX design. So you have user interface and user experience design. It strategizes adaptive assessments, guided learning reinforcement. That's what I told. Some of them have a common features, but you don't get all features in a single place. But Newton, those what we do it normally 10th grade, 11th grade, 12th grade. There are students I have seen for JEE or NEET also they go with such type of AI tools. But for learning maths, science and economics and things like that, it adjusts learning experience based on learning proficiency levels. So this is a common I could see in all of these AI tools. So I think we have almost came to the end. NEP 200 provides freedom to the learner throughout life and aligned with the OBE. So it's a learning for life. Mentoring and margadarshan is must to learn to keep them in right path and avoiding dwelling in the dark. So it will do guide you hand holding, but it will stop the student dwelling around in the dark. Mentoring relationship a prolonged, structured, symbiotic relationship grounded in customized interaction between professionals. What is this? Already I told customized interaction or organic bonding that we had in the school days. Same thing can be achieved, need to be achieved in college education as well. While we love exploring new technologies such as AI, it's important to remember that human connection of mentoring and coaching is where the magic happens. So, human touch is the human touch, machine or AI tool cannot. We need to come up with a robust AI system that matches with our tradition and heritage. At the end of the day, everybody is worrying that when the machine came, we thought we know how to do certain activities, right? Take a kitchen or maybe take a mopping or walking, many things we lost. The same way, when a system comes, we should have our own tradition and heritage that we had, we should sustain. Such a AI tool we should bring up. We should be a creator of authentic AI for mentoring and teaching learning, rather than following someone's AI which may not be suitable for the current generation, current region, or current heritage and cultural backgrounds. Need to be focused before taking into AI-based adaptive learning process. Either of mentoring or learning process should be with the human touch. So that is the ultimate. So with this, I conclude my talk. I think I winded up in a right time. And if you have any queries, not the expert, but we can come up with some discussion which will be useful for learning of all of us. So thank you for your kind attention, and
Any questions?
question or your thought, anything.
Track of all the activities and mentor related things.
Yes.
It is tough because the data is not totally with us in the digital format.
Yes.
So that is a major challenge that we have currently over here.
Okay. Digitally, normally this mentoring does not. We have to switch over to that slowly later. If we are going for, we have to have our own chat GPT. Then we have to train with our content to that model, so that our students can be addressed in a right way, because our students, their cultural background, their learning process and so forth. Normally we write down. When a student comes for the mentoring, we'll have every person will be having on file. We write down, and we'll see what he has done and what he is looking for. We'll come up with some solution for their queries, or we try to address it. But if you do this digitalized, definitely we'll be able to quicker. We need not to read his past history. But if that kept in unbiased way, safe way, then we can train our own tool so that it can be done. So one or the other way, if we start digitalizing, normally for example birthdays of my mentees, I will put it in my calendar, so that I will be able to wish them on that birthday. So I started this mentoring that way. So they don't come to you unless you start the process. So you simply wish them in the birthday. So okay, my sir or my faculty has wished me for birthday. So that approach make them to come back. Or you just ask them, have you come back from home after vacation? What you did for vacation? Instead of doing interaction, we can do digitalized, and we can see what he did in the last summer or last, not the name of the movie, but last summer or last break, winter vacation or summer vacation, so that we can guide them. Okay, you did last time design, Photoshop or something. Next time you can go for video editing or something. Our ChatGPT or on behalf can guide him properly. So one way, if you do start digitizing the responses or interaction, and we later on, if you find a suitable platform, that will be a nice event. There are some agencies who come for student support, like a counseling. Normally, colleges will have their own counselors as per AICT rules. But there are some couple of industries. There is some called Your Dost. This tele-based company, they do the mentoring, virtual mentoring, not mentoring, virtual counseling for 360-degree sort of issues students they face. So that type of companies are there. There are also companies, they will work on the students social media handle and they try to give a solution. That type of company also do exist in earth, but we don't recommend such things on data piracy and other issues. So as a faculty, as an institute, we can make a tie-up with such institute, such organization, but it is risky. But we can have our own database in a digitalized form and we can give a solution. Anyone else? Sir, do you have any query?
Okay, so I think we are done with the questions, sir. So thank you so much, sir, for such an informative and engaging lecture.
I felt somebody, yay. Okay, nice.
Thank you, sir. So now I request Dr. Radharaman Shah, Dean Academics, to felicitate our today's expert, Dr. Amarnath Bhide.
So this PPT I have shared in the PDF form. Please share it with your people so that they will make use of it.
Thank you, sir.